Okay, this is Randy Walker here at Riverside Park Tennis Complex, and I'm here with Lynn Southerly, who's the executive director of the Mardy Children's Foundation and tennis enthusiast here in Vero Beach. This is Tennis Town, USA. This is probably one of the most popular tennis towns in the country. But just to start off, why don't you just talk about what it's like playing tennis here in Vero Beach? I mean, this really is one of the capitals, if not the capital for tennis in the United States.
It's great. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. I love the game of tennis. I'm passionate about it. It's a great way to stay healthy, to have fun, to make friends. I love Vero Beach. I was a part-time resident here for probably 20 plus years. Now I live here full-time and I play lots of tennis, and I want everybody to have the opportunity to play this game. And not everybody can afford to be a member at a private club. And here is where we can give them the chance to play.
Yeah, no, it all basically starts in the public parks. When you look at kind of where most players begin their tennis journeys, usually it's at a public park. I mean, I know I started in a public park. I'm sure you did too. And just talk a little bit about the beginning journeys of tennis, about being a young kid and coming out here with your mom or your dad, or playing in a a summer camp and so forth.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because I didn't really have that experience. I played some as a kid with my parents, but at a club. And when I moved to Vero, I became a member of a couple clubs, and so as an adult I got more instruction on how to play tennis, and I had more free time to play, but it was all at a club. So I was one of the fortunate people that played only club tennis. And after I played for a while, one of the local pros said, "Hey, would you join a USTA team?" And I didn't even know what USTA was. So I'm an adult in my 40s, unfamiliar with it. All of a sudden started playing competitive tennis in my 40s and winning and loving it, and it started to fill the void of less work but still needing to be competitive and have fun. So as years went on, and then I became involved with the Mardy Children's Foundation, I realized how many children there are that don't have access to what I have access to, and learning more about the community and how to ensure that those kids could have everything that I had the chance to have became sort of a passion for me. And I love working at the foundation and helping these kids, and I love the fact that we might have a chance to make this place better. It's just a win-win.
Well, I mean, I think one of the things with the foundation, I mean, Mardy, one of the big goals of Mardy Children's Foundation is to get kids active in healthy exercise at an early age, and obviously Mardy being the great tennis champion that he was, and the great tennis ambassador that he continues to be. The tennis is a big part of the physical fitness regimen with the Mardy Children's Foundation. But just talk a little bit about how that fits into the courts here at Riverside Park and so forth.
Super important, because the children don't have courts to play on in communities where there aren't access to private clubs. And so we go in and we might be teaching them tennis, but it's on makeshift courts. We're taking a basketball court, setting up a net, and we're helping them play. But to be able to play at a facility like this that feels like a real tennis facility is huge. And I think it adds to the excitement and the fun, and the few programs that we ended up holding out here during COVID, because we couldn't get into the schools, and we couldn't get into the Boys and Girls Clubs, and we couldn't get to all the places where they were playing. They came out here and had a great time, and you could really see that keeping them active and keeping them engaged with their friends and being together was so important, and the parents were thankful, and the kids were having a great time. And look at this place, there's no one here. But if we could get programming here, and we could get kids out here on these courts, and more adults learning tennis, and for me, it was the way I made friends in this town. It's just a great connector.
Well, I mean, you were talking about just the programming that was done and so forth, and one of the things that the Mardy Children's Foundation has changed a little bit, where it used to be the active organizing and putting on the clinics and the programs and so forth, but in the last couple of years it's kind of gone to more of like a grant writing organization, where the foundation is not necessarily hands-on. So it becomes more of an effort to get people to instruct the lessons and the programming and organize the players and the balls and all that kind of stuff. And there really isn't kind of any kind of organization here that can help fulfill those programs. There's just more of a need than there is a staff that can take care of that.
Correct. And USTA is a huge supporter of our organization and of the game in total. Their goal is to increase visibility, to get more people playing, and to help support us to support that end goal. So they've been a huge help to us. They would be a huge help to this facility. They would be able to help us pick the programming that best meets the needs of the community, and it would save us tax dollars. Right now, the city is running this facility at a deficit. That's taxpayer money, and very few people play here. So, we've got 70 or 100 people playing here out of a community of over 17,000. There's a lot of people we still need to reach, and USTA is offering all that assistance at no cost. They're a nonprofit organization, and they're coming in and willing to help us improve this facility and reach a broader base and teach them a game they can play for their entire lives. Whether you learn it as a kid or even as an adult, it can change your life.
Well, I remember when we were having discussions about Riverside Park in the past, we were talking about that really what this public park needs and this public tennis facility needs is for it to undergo a beautification process.
Correct.
And you drive through Riverside Park and it's just beautiful. You got these beautiful trees and paths and birds are chirping and boats over there and the river and sunset is beautiful over there and birds here and
Memorial Island over there. We've got a beautiful theater now and a beautiful museum and great walking paths and a great community surrounding us.
And then you drive by here and you see ripped up rusted fences
and nets that need repairing, and look at the cracks all on the court. It's in disarray. It's just run down, and it's sad, and it doesn't have the excitement that you want to exude at a facility that could be beautiful.
And I think what it just needs is certainly some financial input, and obviously the city is beholden to the taxpayers, and they have a certain budget. They can't be replacing the fences every couple of years, and and so forth. So certainly the city is not in a financial position to make this place the Taj Mahal or even just a average public tennis facility. But if you are able to include organizations like the USTA that can, which have a massive treasure trove of financial money based on the success of the U.S. Open, that money that's raised for the U.S. Open trickles down into communities like Vero Beach to make courts and facilities like this a little bit better and improve and make it more appetizing a place to play tennis, and also from a programming point of view, implementing programming, leagues, junior clinics, red ball clinics.
They're
experts, exactly.
And I am a big proponent in all ways of taking the government out of things where they're not expert, putting in private people to do things that they're good at. So even us, fundraising, we take money in and we give it to the children, and we're there, hands-on, and see how it makes an improvement in their lives. And we don't need to run that through a government entity. And the same thing with USDA coming in here, and they're expert at what they do. And running a tennis program and a tennis facility takes it out of the hands of the people in city government who don't maybe even play tennis. They don't understand it. They don't know how to run a tennis facility. So why are we killing ourselves by having our tax dollars spent and it's not done properly when we can bring in an organization, the #1 tennis organization in the world?
Well, you could say the #1 Olympic sports organization in the world, the USTA.
And let them run our facility in our town, Vero Beach, which we all love, and we all want to see more people playing this sport.
Yeah, I mean, I think just from being living in Vero Beach, you want this place to look nice. I mean, whether you play tennis or don't play tennis, you want to drive by here and you want to have this place look nice. But tennis is absolutely the most healthy sports and recreation you can do for any age. It's a sport of a lifetime. You can play when you're 7, you can play when you're 70, you can play when you're 97. It just would behoove the community to have more people playing tennis, because that means more healthy bodies, around. People are
having fun.
More people having fun.
More people making friends, and even the people that are here and they love the facility as it is and they're playing, they don't even realize how much more they're going to be able to play, make friends, have fun. I mean, that's what USTA is all about, is encouraging this great sport.
So, the state of the Riverside Park tennis facility right now, it's a little bit of a ghost town. It's a little bit of an eyesore with so forth here. But what is your vision for this place, in the months and years to come?
Oh, I'd love to see it cleaned up, fixed up, and I'd love to see activity here. I'd love to see the afternoon hours filled with children playing tennis, having fun, laughing, screaming, balls flying all over the place. I'd like to see clinics for adults and for people who are new to the game, encouraging them to start playing so they'll feel comfortable that they're in a beginner level clinic and they don't feel pressured like, oh, I can't go out there because I see those people are too good and I won't be able to do it. Things that a professional organization is capable of doing. They can manage those kinds of programs. And then maybe there will be USTA League play here. Maybe the people will get so excited, like I got excited about playing competitive tennis, and be able to join the USTA League and have a team here. And that gives us one more team in Vero Beach to play against. We have teams at lots of the clubs, and it just adds to the excitement. So I think that there's nothing negative that they could bring to this situation, and I see only improvement, and I think it would be great for the town.
Okay, well, she's Lynn Southerly, the head of the Mardy Fish Children's Foundation, and I'm Randy Walker, and we're at Riverside Park Tennis Complex. And come on out here and play some tennis, and support tennis in this community and support tennis in your community as well.
And I hope that my white feet are in this video.
Did you get that?
The telltale